Yo.
Yeah.
We back. Welcome back to Speak. Everybody out there.
Speak.
Episode 1 and episode 2 is out now. YouTube. Speak Podcast. Go check it out. You already know what it is.
Oh, and Instagram too.
In the Instagram.
Link in the bio.
Speak Podcast 1. Twitter. Speak Podcast 01. You know? But again, as I say, welcome to Speak. Where we talk a lot, but we speak a lot too.
Yes, sir.
You know? Hey, my name is Darius, a.k.a. Dadaman.
You already know it's your boy OB WHIT. Drop the W at an S. You already know what it is.
Y'all see, we got some new things on the set. You know, we got to make sure we let y'all know we speaking with y'all. We want y'all to speak, man. That's just what is there for us. What is there for us. So if y'all got something on your chest, let us know in the comments, man.
Get it off your chest.
Get it off your chest.
What he say?
Don't be holding it in. It's bad for y'all. It's bad for y'all.
It's bad. What he say?
See, this is exactly what we're gonna be talking about today. So today's episode, man, we just want to get it out there, man. It's a new month, or it's about to be a new month. The food month. So we want to talk about some peer pressures, man. Like what's been going on through your heads? Have you ever been peer pressured into something, or have you ever peer pressured somebody? And we've all done it.
I know what I did.
We've all done it. So it's gonna be a crazy episode today, man. When we talk about that, man. I don't know. I think I got a couple of stories, but it's just like, I think I've been peer pressured more than I've peer pressured somebody, man.
I know with me, I peer pressured a lot of situations, a lot of peer pressures. And not to say I'm a dumb dude, man. I'm gonna tell y'all the story real quick. I just found out peer pressure, your peers is pressuring you. I thought just like, one of them situations was like peer pressure, or like just one of them sayings like, whatever. But I was like, dang, that's what peer pressure is. I'm not dumb, y'all. All right, it just went over my head for a long time.
That's what it means. Peer pressure, man. It's a crazy thing, man. I got a few stories, It's small stories, like stories like you at a party or something, and everybody drinking. Hey man, you want to drink? You want to drink? Oh man, I want to drink. By the end of the night, you had like 4 or 5 of them things.
Toe up,
man. Like I don't usually do this.
I know my peer pressure. It started early. I'm talking about, Mom. If you ever hear this what happened. All right, you know what I'm saying. 7th grade, we was going to a party. It was my first time smoking weed.
Oh yeah,
7th grade. You know what I'm saying. So I'm with my big bro, we chilling. Couple homies. We out there smoking, whoop de whoop. We get out there, I'm already gone. Cause my first time they give me shotguns, doing all that. I don't know what all this stuff is. So they kept encouraging me, go ahead, do it. So, I don't want to seem like the lame guy. I wouldn't have did it. So I remember walking, then blanking out, then coming back too. And when I came back too, I was walking up to a car. That's when my brother grabbed me. He was like, I was tripping basically. He was like, I was like, I got a star. And look, oh my God, I got a star. You see that? I got a star. And when I was walking up to the party in the house, it was like, all the houses looked the same.
All the houses looked the same.
Every single house looked the same. And every single house was playing music. Right? So I'm walking. I'm scared a little bit, but I don't want to ruin the moment for my brother. We having a good time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He already like frazzled. He's like, man, no, calm down. So we get to the party. It was cold that day. We get to the party. It was jumping.
It's cold that night.
It was jumping that night. And I'm on the steps the whole time. Cause my body was hot, but my hands was cold. I was rubbing my hands.
You gotta put that in perspective for him. My body was hot, but
my hands
was cold.
I'm on the steps looking like a fiend. I swear he laced that with angel dust or something. So I'm sitting there, I'm rubbing my hands like, I'm saying, excuse me, because, I'm on the steps, so people walk down to get past. Only one person went past me, but in my mind, 15 people done went past me.
Yeah.
So I went to my brother like, yo, I got to go home. I got to call mom. Mom's like, no, man, chill. He nervous. He the big bro. He don't want to get in trouble. We're like, chill.
So this is the last time I'm doing this with you.
So I called my mom. I got a phone my mom. My mom picked me up. My brother stayed at the party. Cause we can't make it too suspicious.
Yeah.
So I'm in the back seat. I said, what's wrong? I said, I'm just tired. And I'm in the back seat laying down trying to sleep it off. And like when she slammed on brakes, like my body kept going forward, but the car completely stopped. So I know I'm gone. So I get home, I just jump in my bed. And I knew, and like in the back of my mind, I knew for a fact my mom knew I did something. Cause she said, Brian, come here. I said, that's the first thing I said, dang. So I get in there. She said, come lay in here. So I got on the edge of her bed and I turned my back to her. Cause I'm high as gas. And the next morning I woke up and this is what I told myself, I'm not smoking no more.
Mm-hmm.
Knock on the door. Knock. I go downstairs with Jehovah's Witness. I said, God see me. God trying to punish me. So, cause I woke up high.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I'm never smoking again.
Never.
I went right back to
Went
it.
right back. That's usually how I go, man. You stop doing something, something come up. Hey, man, you want something? Golly. And you don't feel like a...
But, hey. But I'm telling you, man, that was like the weirdest moment of my entire life, dog. The weirdest.
I'm gonna tell you, the weirdest moments where I feel like peer pressure, it usually comes from you. I'm gonna be honest.
Hey,
it usually come from you. So I got two modes. You know, regular D is the one you talk to, and then there's Dada. That's why I say in the episode Darius and aka Dada. Mm-hmm. So how I do it is like you like, hey man, go do this time. Like go do this, go do that. You know, we out having fun. You know, she got to. I gotta switch. I gotta switch between. Okay, I gotta switch. I gotta know who gonna take the forefront. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If Darius gonna take the forefront, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna handle the situation.
Yeah.
If I don't give a damn, I know I'm gonna automatically switch to Dutta.
Got to.
I gotta switch them. So I'm gonna be switching. I'm like, okay, all right. I'm gonna be all right. Let's go. You gotta prep you.
You got to.
You gotta prep yourself up real quick. All right. And then you go ahead and go do that. You go do whatever. Then you either be out there. It's two things I'm either doing. Either I'm talking to somebody, or I'm out in the middle of the floor dancing and acting stupid.
Yep. I ain't trying to tell you.
It's two things. It's one of the two things I'm doing when it comes to peer pressure. But there's been times where I've had peer pressure too, like when it comes to drugs. Because, you know, I didn't smoke till I was like 19.
This boy said drugs. Weed not a drug.
What is that?
It's a plant. It's not a drug.
It's
the stuff they add to it make it a drug to me. That's my opinion.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're right. You're right.
I know I'm right.
So I'm gonna say marijuana. Nobody pronounces the J in marijuana. It's a marijuana.
Mary Jane.
Mary Jane. What do you say after that? She would have bought.
All I remember. All I hear, Mary Jane. You better do. That's all I remember.
Well, Uncle Elroy say, I don't care how high you get in my house.
As long as you let me hit. He said, I know Willie don't let you smoke in his house. Yeah. but the biggest peer pressure moment is any kind of drug though.
Yeah.
You know, Percocets, dudes don't do speed, but ecstasy at one point. I know they try to get me to take it. Like, let's take half.
No.
Let's take half. I was like, nah, man, I don't do pills, man. That's one thing my pops didn't make us do when we was growing up.
That's why Drake only take half a perk. Sorry, he don't never take a hoe. He take it.
Nah, man. I'm telling you right now, man, perks. I'm taking on a medical reason. I had a appendicitis. That's the only reason I took it. And I'm a bigger guy, so I got to take 2 of them.
Yeah.
And what I mean, it takes you out of it. Mm. I'm in the bathroom using the bathroom pen. I know a little explicit. I'm sorry.
Explicit.
Watch your profanity. I'm in there using the bathroom. I'm like, yo, I literally fell asleep standing up.
I thought you about to say you fell asleep on the toilet.
Nah. I'm at work. See, I took it at work like a dummy. You know what I'm saying? I was on light duty, so I'm like, I don't care. I ain't doing no heavy work. I was going there using the bathroom, going to sleep. I said I would never take a perk again. Ever. Ever. Do you hear me? Ever, man. It's so scary.
He was in the bathroom standing up asleep, man.
Yeah, I was sleep peeing, man. I don't know if it got on me. Hey. I don't know if it got on me.
Probably the best piss you had in a year.
Man. I'm going to tell y'all this too, man. You know, this is a podcast to speak because I want y'all to realize don't do certain things.
Speak.
Don't do certain things. Everybody did Spice.
Yeah. I got my stuff.
I never do Spice again. This one I never went back to. I never went back to Spice.
Don't do Spice, man.
I'm telling you, one of them situations, man. My grandma passed away. R.I.P. grandma. And my cousin came, and I had my cousins from Georgia. Cousin came with some Spice, and my friends Miss Spice, man, it's not a weed. I said, okay, I'll try it. When I said I got high in 2 seconds, I was high.
It hit like that.
And when I went to the bathroom, I was in there about an hour and a half in my mind.
At least you made it to the bathroom.
Well, look, it's the crazy thing is, like, I didn't know when to stop peeing. I didn't know when I stopped. I just kept hearing the water.
Was you at your house? Or you
I was at my house.
I was like, you at somebody else's house?
Hey, because I was scared. Like, I told myself, am I still peeing? I could hear the pee hitting the water, but I can't see it. I can hear it though. I said, never again. We smoked it out of some tissue paper.
Yeah, out of some tissue. You ain't had like a backwood or nothing?
Backwood wasn't jumping in. Not to unprofessional smoker.
Yeah.
It was like some tissue paper.
Look, I wasn't the one. I wasn't the one. I wasn't the one that brought the stuff. I was just the one that participated. That's just peer pressure. That's peer pressure. You don't want to participate, but everybody else doing it.
Yeah,
you don't want. Yeah, you don't know what you like in the moment. You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah,
but you know in your mind like you don't want to smoke.
Yeah,
but if somebody just say here, you just automatically take it. Here, all right.
You don't know what's gonna do to you.
Yeah,
you're like, all right.
I'm gonna be the cool one right now.
Yeah, but that's the thing with peer pressure though. People peer pressure you just to laugh at you.
Mm-hmm. They want you to be in the moment. But you don't want to be in the moment. And it's other peer pressures inside. Just the drugs is they the funniest ones.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. You about to tell the story about Spice. What's up with that?
So this is back in my old spot, like some years ago. You remember that?
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna drop his location, y'all. Yeah, go ahead.
So long story short, we had got some Spice, and it was the first time I had tried it, man. And next thing I know, I think I was on the floor. I don't know if I was standing up. Somehow I had gotten on the floor. I don't remember how, but somehow I was laying. Somehow I was laying on my stomach on the floor. But the moment that I knew I had to stop taking it is like when my body froze up and I couldn't move.
You were stuck.
I was stuck, and that scared the shit out of me. I was stuck for real. I was like, what the? Like you couldn't move.
Like,
yeah, you couldn't move. You couldn't move. And then what made it worse is everybody laughing at you on the floor.
That's a scary feeling, yo.
Yeah, like everybody thinks like you can't move. And I'm like, golly, what in the world? Like, I know y'all probably got like, let me. Like you stuck like that. I'm like, golly. So after like, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes, 10 minutes, I don't even know how much time went by. I was finally able to move a little bit.
Man.
But that for me to experience that was like, I can't do that. Ever again.
No, it's like going into high school, we're gonna dabble in a little bit of everything.
I know. Give me mine. Look, I told my mom I ain't gonna never try cigarettes, and this is before I told her that I was.
I got a cigarette story too.
This is weird. This is a weird story, and y'all probably gonna judge the shit out of me out of this one.
You speak.
Yeah. So I ain't never. Man. Look, all right. So I ain't never tried to got one out of the pack and that's not how I tried it. Like we were young, so
they tried to validate. We were young.
Yeah. So we got one off the street, like literally off the street.
What?
like off the street, like yo, and we lit it. We lit it up. It was already smoking, so one of the big ones like small. It was like a small one.
Don't ever drink after D, yo. If we got one bottle of water, don't drink it.
We was young and dumb. But I remember me, my brother, my cousin, we were walking, and I don't know what compelled us to do it. I remember the story. They probably don't. I don't know what's compelled us to do it, but we saw one like on the street, and I'm like, let's try it. So we got the lighter. It was like one of the
little short.
Yeah, like a little short. It was like a little short, and we just smoked it. And I was like, no, this ain't for me. That's how I knew. I was like, this ain't for me.
See what happened with me? My dad was asleep, and he smoked Salem regulars. I remember it.
What was the favorite in the household?
What you mean, like
Camel, Marlboro?
No, my dad smoked Salem regulars.
Salem.
That's it. He was the only person I knew who smoked Salem. Salem regulars, a green pack.
Yeah.
I never seen him smoke Newports. I never seen him smoke Camels. All I seen him smoke was Salem regular. And he was asleep one day. He had a cigarette he had a cigarette box.
Yeah.
On the table. It was me, my brother, my cousin. My brother said, yeah. Y'all gonna hear me talk about my brother a lot because he the reason why I did a lot of dumb stuff. He told me, I dare you to smoke one of the cigarettes. I said, all right, I get it. I got a whole, I had to steal the cigarette and I had to steal the lighter. We go outside.
He said, forget the stove.
Yeah, I got the lighter because you can't, see my dad wake up, he gonna know what's going on, he gonna smell it, and we in trouble.
Yeah.
But at least I can say, he get up, his pack of cigarettes right there, he just happened to lose his lighter. So I go outside, we light it. My first inhale of a cigarette, it made my mouth so cold. I don't know what it was.
Cold.
It was real cold. It was hot outside, but it was real cold when I smoked.
You got to emphasize it. It was hot outside. It was cold.
So I smoked it. And then I coughed a little bit. I handed it to my cousin. Notice my brother was the last person to even do it. He wanted to see what happened to us first. So smoking the cigarettes caused us to start, because it started with smoking paper. We used to smoke paper.
That's a firebug.
Yeah, because we had a whole bunch of paper in the backyard.
Arsonists.
Yeah, we had a whole bunch of paper in the backyard. And, my mom, where got all that paper back there burnt up? So she kind of got a hand on what we were doing. Then we tried to enhance it by putting grass in it.
Enhance it.
Put grass in it. It smelled like weed. So then that led to me smoking a cigarette. And then with the cigarette, you gotta jump up another notch.
Yeah.
That's how that story came about, me smoking weed, going to the party. Man, I'm trying to tell you, man, it's peer pressure. Like you think about it, it's funny because you got to go through it. You have to go through peer pressure. I think peer pressure is very important for anybody.
It's like even first time driving. Like
you can't drive. I'm gonna let y'all know.
I can't drive with. Now I'm gonna let this known.
If he driving, pull over and you get in the driver's seat.
Hey, as long as you don't die, I'm 100% successful.
You gonna die.
I'm 100% successful.
Nobody's
dying on my watch. 100%.
He is a very careful person, but it's scary. When he drive, I gotta close my eyes.
So, like, first time I'm being taught to drive with my dad, man, it's a scary thing because you behind the wheel, right?
Yeah.
And my dad, he didn't really take me out on the road per se. Like, we would find like a parking lot, an empty parking lot. An empty parking lot. And he's like, yo, go ahead and drive. Like, he'll lay out like a course in his head. And we used to get up in the morning and do this. So he lay out like a course in his head and we drive around and he tell me to do certain things. And then certain things is like, you're not doing them, but you want to make sure your car good. So that's peer pressure in itself because you want to make sure it's good because you fuck them up. Who gonna pay for it? I ain't gonna pay for it.
Hey, somebody gotta pay for it. It ain't gonna be me.
Right. I'm only what? Not a kid, but I ain't got the money to pay for it. So you want to be careful. So it's like, okay, go ahead and drive. Don't drive too fast, and you want to make sure good. So you sitting there, at least I'm sitting there driving, making sure something good. And I don't know what it is about me. I just know, me sometimes I overthink things or I get lost in thought as I'm doing the stuff. So I'm thinking everything good, and I may either go too fast or I may swerve a little bit. It's like something's off track. And, you know, you trying to, you don't think about it until it's like, hey, stop. Like, so all that pressure just comes out, like, you know, just because you building up pressure as you doing certain things, and you're trying to keep composure to make people think, you know, everything good. But when something not good, they're gonna let you,
man.
They're gonna let you know. So finally, you know, you get on the road, and you know, and it's like, okay, switch lanes. Switch lanes. Switch lanes.
Switch lanes. Switch lanes. Nervous out of the way, man.
Like, give me.
Stop. 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 That'd be the funniest moments, man. It's so hard for me to teach people how to drive, man. I'm not wasting my time, man. No, sir. I don't got the patience for it.
You know what? My dad gave up after a couple of weeks. He said, "Go ahead and figure it out your own." He literally said that after my grandma, rest in peace, after she came down here for 2 weeks and kind of picked up where he left off. Picked up where he left off. She came down 2 weeks, picked up where he left off. After that, after I got my permit, all right, go ahead, go out into the world, figure out yourself. Crash is what it is. You're going to have to pay for it.
That was a traumatizing situation. See, I had the moments. I remember my dad, he took me, he said, my dad do random stuff. Like, you'll never think. Like, he'd get up in the morning and just do random stuff. I remember one night, we was chilling on the weekend. He said, come take a ride with him. So I just want to get in the house. I'll go with my dad. I don't know where my brother was at. He was in the bed, asleep, I think. Went with my dad. He took us down to our old neighborhood. He's like, yeah. It was all sentimental at the moment. I was like, dang, man, that's deep. He said, yeah, man, this where you used to stay at. I said, for real? He said, yeah, you used to stay here. We get out the car. He get me in the driver's seat. He get in the passenger seat. I was like, what's going on? Yes. He said, find your way home. What? I was so traumatized to this day. That's why I lack like, you know, like getting places. I have to use GPS. You will show me the same place 100 times. I
still won't know. I have no sense of direction. Right?
I don't have no sense. That's my reason. I know it's not peer pressure, but that was the most traumatizing situation. I'm like 30 to 40 minutes away from home. I'm about like 9, 10 years old. He said, find your way home. What? I went in circles for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. He's just sitting there looking at me like, find your way home. I said, you not going to tell me? I turned down the street. So you getting warm. You getting warm. I turned down the wrong. So you getting cold. You getting cold.
Nah, I'm going to have to pull over on that one.
Man,
hey, Pops, you going to have to beat me.
I was so traumatized, man. I'm like, man, I can't believe he did it. But at the same time, I understood why he did it. That alone made me a better driver, though. I felt like a better driver. Like him, he's the type of guy that puts you in that situation. Like I told you, he'll throw you in the pool and like, you better learn how to swim. But it make you learn quick.
At least my dad honestly upfront about it. My dad upfront. My dad won't pull no punches like that. My dad, he like real upfront about what's about to happen, and you better accept it because it's gonna happen. You either gonna do it or you ain't gonna do it. But either way, that's you gonna be doing something.
I know one thing. See, with my daughter, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Really cuss me out. I can't do stuff like that. Really gonna cuss me out, so I can't do stuff like that. But it changes quick. Like in that instant, it changes. Like you really got to figure it out real quick.
Yeah.
And you know, when it comes to driving, you got to be that defensive driver.
Yeah.
D is not a defensive driver, y'all.
I've been learning over the years how to be a defensive driver.
I don't know how you get to working back home. I'm just being honest.
Hey, I make it. Like once I know the route, like in order for me, like I said, I don't got no sense of direction, but in order for me to memorize something, I have to do it over and over again. So man. I hope my skills of repetition coming to use someday. But
he said someday.
But yeah, in order for me to actually get a route down, like for me to like, okay, I'm not really looking at the GPS or something like that. I gotta have to do it a certain amount of times.
So yeah, the same way.
Like my job, I know how to get there. to and from. No issue.
That boy
Even
said-
if I have it on, I still, like I said, I always
traffic.
have it on. I always have it on, even if I know where I'm going.
I do the same thing for traffic for me.
But man, when I don't know where I'm going, that's a scary. I know that ain't that.
It's just, man, you fell into it.
Yeah, it's just like
It's a traumatizing
it's
situation.
Like, golly. And you don't like that's to this day, like I still get peer pressure driving somebody else, because my mom always told me, like, and people don't think about it like that, but I remember she said, when you put somebody in the car, they're entrusting you with their life. Basically, that's what they're doing. They're entrusting you with their life, so you got to be careful. So until this day, even when I get asked, "Oh, you want to drive it?" and I drive, whatever else, I always make sure I'm careful. But I'm always, that's why you say you like nervous sometimes, because that's what it is. Because I got to be making sure that you good. I can't just be, when I'm by myself, I'm not.
Because you good.
Yeah, I'd rather put myself in, not to say I'm hurting people, but I'd rather put
Y'all here. I don't care.
I'd rather put myself in danger rather than somebody else. So
No,
I'm always careful whenever I try to be careful, when I drive.
See, the only time I can't drive is when Brittany in the car.
She want to take over.
Nah, to her, no one can drive good. No one. I don't care if you're a Formula One driver. You cannot drive better than her.
So the NASCAR driver can't
Yeah.
do it.
It's like, because when you look at the road, it's a point of view. Like,
Yeah.
the line on the road is closer to you than the passenger.
Yeah.
So you can see you not close, but the passenger see you real close to the line.
Yeah.
So you on the line. I said, yo, I'm not on the line.
That's pressure.
I'm not on the line. I tell her every time, don't say nothing when you get in the car.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing to me. Why you go so close? Why you pressing the brakes? Why you turning so hard? I was like, Brady, leave me alone. God, leave me alone.
You try to concentrate. People don't understand, like, you behind that wheel. Some people can do it, but to me, it's like, it's multitasking. You got to process a lot of information as you driving. You got like, that's what my dad taught me. You got to process a lot of information as you driving. You got to process who's on the sidewalk, who next to you, who
That's
that.
a lot.
Your signs. What signs is you looking at? Where you going? Like, that's why the GPS kind of cut like 25% of that down.
Because you driving for the car in front of you, behind you, beside you, the other side of you, and plus yourself. That's 5 cars you got to worry about.
Yeah. And there's different attitudes and different mannerisms you got to worry about too. It ain't just the car; it's different people.
Man, so that's the thing, man.
That's a lot to process for a lot of people. Some people can do it, man, but it's a lot to process.
That's our own pressure.
Yeah.
I know peer pressure. That's our own pressure. That's pressure, man. Because to get back on peer pressure, it got to do with driving. It got stop driving.
Look, that's peer pressure. They already know. That's how I know. That's peer pressure.
But speaking of driving with peer pressure, I know this is one of the situations where I peer pressure my cousin. It was me and my brother, and we got him to take the car. Nobody got license.
You already you lost.
And on top of that, we was smoking. So
y'all just chose violence that day.
yeah, he dropped my brother off his destination, dropped me off at my destination. So he was by himself. He said, "Man, they left me." I didn't mean to leave him, but we wanted to go to certain places. So he drive.
Yeah.
But mind you, we got to call him to get back. You know what I'm saying? So luckily, where we was at, it was in walking distance. We could walk it, but at the same time, I'm not walking down there at night. Call him, he don't pick up. Like, dang, where he at? We finally got to the house. Come to find out, when we was gone, he got pulled over. He got pulled over. I think it was like a day before his birthday, y'all. 2 days or 3 days before his birthday.
Was it the weekend?
It was about to be the weekend.
Oh, man.
And he got caught without a license.
That's why.
Without a license, and he had weed on him. So me and my brother had a good time that night. He did. He got grounded. So he stayed in his room blasting music. Stumping on the ground so his mom and dad can hear. Hey, but I didn't. That peer pressure moment, he was so easy to put in that situation.
Some people are easy to put in peer pressure. Some people just don't know how to say. I get like that sometimes. Some people just don't know how to say no.
It's hard saying no sometimes.
Like, oh, you really want me to? All right.
Yeah.
Let me go do this.
You got to come up with excuses.
Yeah.
Man. I would do it, but
yeah. I would do it, but I got clearance.
That's the main thing though. But even like in your circumstance, I can't put you in peer pressure no more because of that clearance or because of your job title. I don't want you to go down.
Man, I'm gonna let it known too. I'm gonna let that known. See, I'm old enough now. See,
Yeah.
I still give into it, but I know where that line is, what to give into and what not to give into. Like, man, I can't do that. I can't do that. The only time I'm probably really gonna risk my clearance is like if we in danger, we gotta fight somebody, something like that. Because if we get locked up, that puts me in danger. But I'm fighting for a good reason. It's got to be a good reason. It can't be for no dumb stuff. So that's probably the only time I'm put myself like at risk of losing a job or something like that.
Well, I know. I don't tell a lot of stories. I got a lot of peer pressure stories.
I know.
You know.
Speak on them, man.
Ryan. He the biggest person with peer pressure when it comes to drinking.
What did he say? I'll never forget it, man. Bro.
Every time you go to his house, I tell him.
Looking like the man went on. That's an inside joke.
Yeah, y'all never understand that.
That's my favorite time, bro.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you, he will peer pressure you into a lot of things. He put peer pressure on himself.
Both of us. Oh, goodness.
He a type of guy, I'm telling you right now, if you ever go to his house, the first thing I will always tell anybody, don't let him make you a drink. I say you do not have to drink it. You do not have to drink it because what he mix everything in your drink. But the crazy thing about it, you don't taste it. But it's nothing but liquor. So I'm like, you don't have to drink it. I told D. One story, man, was we say that for another time. Well, he'll peer pressure a lot.
We're gonna have an episode on that.
We gotta,
I know exactly what I'm gonna call it too.
We have peer pressure. He peer pressure the people because he like to see people get drunk. I remember we was out Norfolk.
Yeah.
Ooh. And he peer pressured us drinking at 151. And yeah. That's why I dropped the cup in the hallway.
I remember that. I'm gonna tell you where I was after he tell you where he was.
So he's that guy that the ultimate peer pressure anything. And it's like he's so aggressive with it. He a big guy, so you like
man, here, Brian.
Yeah. Man, drink it, yo, drink it. And it's like, yo, leave me alone, man. He not gonna stop until you do it. So you gotta just like, I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
I gotta switch. Yeah, all right, there's bye.
And then you instantly regret it. As soon as you finish, you're like, man, I know what this night about to be like. I know how I'm gonna feel tomorrow. And it's like, I don't care what you eat to try to coat your stomach. It's not gonna stop what's about to happen. So shout him out. Shout out Ryan, man.
Yeah, man.
He a jerk, but shout him out, man. But he's the biggest peer pressure. Him and my brother, to me, are the biggest peer pressure people in the world. I'm calling them they the real PPPs, peer pressure people.
Don't Ryan be peer pressuring you into something else?
Huh?
Don't Ryan be peer pressuring you into something else? Like, you want to talk about that? You want to talk about that? I said, no.
I'm gonna let him live on that one. I'm gonna let him live. I would talk about it. I'm gonna let him live. I'm gonna let him live on it. We gonna say that one. I'm gonna let him live because I ain't put his business out. I'm gonna let him live. I'm gonna let him live, yo. I'm gonna let him live. You stupid. Every day with it though. I like, man, let me live. Woo. Yeah, if y'all hear us laughing about a lot of stuff, it is a lot of inside. Well, more you learn, as you gonna learn.
But we want our laugh to be contagious for y'all, so you'll catch us laughing. We want y'all to laugh for no reason.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Speak, man.
Sometimes I laugh for no reason just to feel part of the conversation. Everybody else laughing. I don't know if they laughing.
They laugh. They look at what's so funny. I don't know.
It's just funny.
You know what get on my nerve? My brother, he be like, yo, you remember such and such? I say, nah. He's like, never mind. I mean, tell me the story.
He's like, ain't no point telling y'all, mama, you ain't going.
That's why he asked me like another time, like, do you remember such? I said, yeah. What do you look like? Man, tell me the story. You gonna tell me or not? Stop doing that to me, man. I hate when people do that to me, man. I hate it. I hate it. Just tell me. You gonna tell me the story? Tell me the story. If you're not, I'm gonna peer pressure you into telling me the story.
Yeah, you gonna tell me or not?
Golly, he will. Never mind. Cause it seems like interesting. Cause he'll start laughing.
Yeah,
but I want to know what's so funny. Do you remember? Nah. Well, never mind. Then. I mean, tell me the story, man. So, peer pressure people. That's why I tell y'all, peer pressure people is very important.
Some pressure is good, man, because you want to break people out they shit. Whoever quiet or don't speak too much, because you know they speak.
Whoever what?
Quiet or don't speak too much.
Quiet.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Why you don't like the way I speak, y'all? It's like the third time.
Quiet. Quiet. Well, peer pressure good. Well, how you make diamonds?
You got to pressure them.
Yeah.
You got to pressure them.
When we break down the lyrics, y'all gonna understand why. Remember this episode? How you say timestamp this part?
Yeah, timestamp this part of the episode.
And when we talk about and look at what I'm talking about, but
episode 3, peer pressure, so that y'all can go back and look at it. So, what episode you say that on?
Yeah,
I'm telling you, episode 3, peer pressure.
And we're gonna put that to the lyrics he put. But that's why I said pressure is the best, because it creates boys to men to girls to women, because if you're not able to handle that pressure, you always gonna be
you're gonna be in a box.
Yeah, you always gonna be in a box.
You ain't gonna be able to what's the word I'm looking for? Not adventure stuff, but experience stuff.
Yeah,
gotta be willing to jump out there. If you ain't gonna jump out there, somebody gonna push you out there.
Yeah, you don't want to get pushed. That's the worst.
An introvert should never be with an extrovert. Yeah, because you gonna be out there all the time.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, man. And it's like one of those situations where I got pushed out to get out of the shyness. I can't even say that was peer pressure. I was forced. And it's like I'm at work one day. I'm trying to be a safety captain. I'm trying to be, I'm trying to be certified trainer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was like, because where I'm at, the class is right back by my case, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was like a class like 10 people. It's not a lot, but it's a lot for that area. They came over here, because as soon as they come out, the class come out, they see me. That's my first person they see. And they always make me talk to the class. I be so nervous.
That's because I was just about to get into that. I was like, I know he going with this. So I know why they do it, because you get along with, or you try to get along with everybody. You don't be your true self at work.
Man,
you put on the voice, you put on the face, and you put on the act. And so at work, and so people feel comfortable asking you to do stuff. That's the thing. Like, that's how I am at work. Like, people like they talk about people that they don't like to work with, or they don't like to be around, or like have conversations with, and you just kind of learn this stuff as you on a job with people. So you working with people and they talking, and every time somebody else, like, say you got a route or you got something to do, hey man, you want to roll? I don't want to. That's pure. That's that type of pure. I don't want to roll, but I'm like, he already has. I can't say no. It's not like I got nothing.
Man, that's the worst, man. Because they come around.
People that are comfortable at work, people that are easy to get along with people, that's the people that going to ask to do stuff
I'm gonna be
all the time.
I'm going to be a jerk
all
at
the
work.
time.
They come around the corner. Hey, you got a few things to say to them? I was like, dang, make sure y'all...
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe.
I never had nothing scripted. You know what I'm saying? I know it's going to come around the corner. I know they're going to hit me. I know, but I'm like, man... Because some days I be sitting there like, please don't come over here. Please come over here. Please don't come over. Hey, how y'all doing? You got a few words of encouragement for them? I'm like, man. But that's why, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I forced to be pushed in there. Yeah. Because that's why I took on, training. Because I'm going to be with somebody new every day. I got to talk to people every day, different people.
Yeah, how is that, man?
Training.
That's I don't know. I wouldn't call that peer pressure. That's just nerve-wracking, man. I don't know you. Go out there and be somebody.
And that's the crazy thing about it, because where I work at, I'm driving the first day or two. Really, I drive like the first day.
Yeah.
The second
Showing the
day,
rock.
they driving.
You think they be on peer pressure like that? They be on some
I peer pressure. I make sure I peer pressure them all the time, man. But it's like, when they driving the first time, you know how to drive? Just like, yeah, I know how to drive. Watch out for this. Watch out for that. Like, hey, I gotta prep them because when I let them go after that week or 5 days, whatever, that's a reflection of me. I need you to be top notch. And then the thing is,
I need my raise.
Yeah, yes, sir. And the thing is, the first thing I always tell them they afraid of dogs because I say, well, you afraid of dogs? They're like, no, I ain't afraid of dogs. I say, good. Well, there's a whole bunch of dogs on my road. But I gotta put that fear in their mind. I gotta put that fear in their heart. Because I think, to me, having fear, it's nothing wrong with having fear.
Yeah.
Cause that really would push you. To me. If I have fear of something, I want to face it, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't got nothing to face, what can you do?
Yeah.
You ain't afraid of nothing. You always gonna be afraid of something. But with that being said, it's like, I gotta push them in that sense. But training people is fun. Cause you like in the back of your mind, you like, dang, I taught somebody something.
Yeah.
It make you feel good. It make you feel accomplished.
Yeah.
Like, dang, I taught this person. And when they come out real good, and then like supervisors, managers come to you, did a great good job. Can you train this person too? That's when you get all nonchalant. Like, I guess I'll do it. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't trying to do it, but I'll do
I
it.
do it. You know what I'm saying? I do it.
I want to do it. You do it.
Yeah. And I know this. I know we speaking on peer pressure, but it just crossed my mind too. This other day I was talking to Brittany. I'm gonna ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe the devil can bless you?
She watched that clip, didn't she?
You seen the clip?
Yeah, I seen that clip.
But
But
do
yeah,
you-
I'm gonna answer the question so I don't get off topic. Yeah, the devil can bless you.
Dang, so you seen that clip?
Yeah.
That clip, I watched it a couple of times. I didn't understand it at first. So I kept watching and watching. I said, it do make sense.
Mm-hmm.
It do go down. But it's like, it's crazy how, you think of something, you talk about it, and to you it sounds perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody else is like, what? It don't make sense. Speak.
That's their reality. That's their reality. A lot of times, we live in a world, man, where a lot of times when you talk about stuff, it may make sense to you, but it don't make sense to other people. Why? Because their reality is different. We got to understand that a lot of people's truths are different. And I think that's where, in society standards, we get confused about. Like, we know it's factual. We know it's factual.
Yeah.
To give you an example, like 2 + 2 = 4, But to a lot of people, 2 + 2 = 5, because that's their reality. And we get so upset trying to prove to people our reality and what it is that, once we argue or we disagree, like we gotta accept people who and this is off topic, but we gotta accept people who they are.
That's real topic.
When it comes to that, and we know. I'm not saying for you to accept what they're saying. I'm not saying that you don't have to accept what they're saying, but you can let them accept what they are saying to themselves.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. It's like, okay, you gonna think what you gonna think. I gave you my thoughts, I gave you my opinions, I gave you factual information, but you were still claiming that this is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you believe. I respect that. That's what you believe. You ain't hurt you as long as you're not hurting nobody with your beliefs. You're not hurting, you're not passing out, you're not hurting nobody and anything else, then fine. Believe what you want to believe. Something gonna wake you up. But don't get offensive with somebody. Don't take your advice or stuff like that. All right.
But speaking on that though, but all that tails back into peer pressure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna either you gonna see my beliefs, I'm gonna force you to. That's what peer pressure. I really believe peer pressure came from that.
That's exactly what it is.
Because it's like, I smoke, you don't. You think it's bad, so let me peer pressure you to do it.
And people ask the question like, why you don't smoke? Something wrong with you or something?
Yeah, then that peer pressure kick in. Now,
nothing wrong with me, man. I just don't like to smoke.
Now that's your personal beliefs being tested.
Yeah.
You're not willing.
You got to stand on your platform.
Now you're not willing to
don't
do
crack.
it.
Don't cracking.
Now you're not willing to do it. Then the hand come out.
Yeah.
You got no choice but to do it. Then you like, dang, it is kind of all right.
You know the respectful ones? You got to watch who you around when you smoking.
Oh yeah.
There's certain questions you gotta peek for, and I'm not talking about what's in the stuff and all that. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about how people interact with you.
Yeah.
Why that's going on, and these are the people you can be around and respect. And like, hey, the first question, hey man, yes you got what? Like, hey man, you smoke? That's the first person. That's the first question somebody should ask you. If they don't ask you that means they don't give a fuck about you.
They don't care.
They don't care. They don't care. They want you. They're gonna either force you to do it or not.
Do you smoke?
Do you smoke? That's the first question they're supposed to ask.
Why they always throw their head back? Do you smoke?
Yeah. that's the question mark. Do you smoke? that's the question mark. So that's the first person. That's the first question they're supposed to ask you, and then you can either say yay or nay. You say no. All right, cool. They supposed to pass it to whoever is next or keep it. But if they like, hey man, you smoke? And then the next question, if they say, hey man, try this, like, no, and they still don't accept it. All right, that's why I know I can't be with you on that second because y'all don't give a fuck about me.
You don't care about my life.
If you don't care about yourself, I know he don't give a fuck about you.
Wait, he stumped you in the face. You think he'll do to me? Yeah, but
if he punched her in the face, I know he gonna feel.
But that peer pressure moment, women put us in peer pressure all the time when it comes to that situation. He said such and such to me. Don't pressure me as defending something you probably did.
Yeah.
Because 9 times out of 10, well, I ain't say 9 times out of 10. Most of the time,
10 times out of 9.
I know some men say some crazy things, depending on the circumstance. But most of the time, women feel like they don't need a man. They can do everything. And when you with me, act like I'm not with you. How would you handle that situation? Yeah. Even though you got me for help. I got you. But I be coming out of church having a good day, having a great word.
Have a blessed day.
Yeah, man. I won $20 off a scratch off. You know what I'm saying? I got a free car wash, vacuum. I'm living life. My football team won. I'm chilling. And then I go to the store with you, and it all goes to hell. Because some dude said, you got a fat butt. Don't disrespect me. Now I'm peer pressured. And defending, I'm defending you.
Some good Sprite. What Sprite changed that car?
To the wall, to Poland. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's that different pressure right there. Cause like, if you don't do it,
you gotta defend.
You gotta defend. And you're not gonna have the respect when you get home. Either you're gonna lose your respect in the store and home. Yeah. At least get the respect in the store. You might lose, you might win, but you still get the respect when you get home.
Yeah. You gotta look at the cashier. Hey man, hit the button. Hit the button. Hit the button while I do this.
When you see that situation that happen, you just happen to just walk out the store calmly. And I didn't even see it. I was in the car. But, that's one of them pressures. But
that's the window rolled up.
But that was one of them pressures that gets you, man. That was not the easy pressure, man. That's a different kind of pressure. We need to start doing them like that. This girl said I got a fat butt.
We should do them like that.
Put the pressure on them. Nah, I don't want to put pressure on Brittany because she'll do it. She'll do it. I ain't mess with her, man. But yeah, man, this is speak, man. I like having these topics, man. I love having topics. I know we venture off sometimes when we talk, but it's like,
that's the part where we talk a lot.
Yeah, we speak, but we talk a lot. But like we always say, man, put everything in the comments what y'all want to talk about.
Yeah, man. We want to know what y'all peer pressures are, man. If y'all ever experienced peer pressure, y'all been through some of the stuff that we've been talking about. We want to make y'all feel a part of it, man. It's even peer pressure for us that y'all putting stuff in the comments.
Yeah, you ain't lying, man.
We want to know we doing the right thing here.
Yeah, we want to know the rights, the wrongs.
What are you saying about us, man?
Yeah, man. Cause that's the thing. When you look at the video, the scary, the pressure is when you look at the video and don't say nothing.
Yeah.
You're like, dang, what he really said? You know what I mean? But it's like, that's one of them situations we'll put ourselves in the front. Like, hey, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
We stand by, speak.
Yeah, man. Because it's like I said, different peer pressure. Sex peer pressure.
Oh man.
Sex is just a different peer pressure. So I made up my mind. Like I already know I'm gonna have some peer pressure, so I'm gonna just do anything and everything. Just to get it, you just got halfway. You just can do anything and everything. That's just my mindset. Don't deny anything.
Yeah, sex is the biggest, one of the biggest peer pressure, especially when you get to like high school.
Mm-hmm.
You a virgin still? Yeah. You a virgin?
That's classified information.
Yeah.
Until then,
you can't lie about it. With some people in high school,
you gotta embellish. You gotta kind of steer the conversation.
Yeah. But
virgin move? I'm with virgin move?
But in high school, they asked me, was I a virgin? I said, yeah, I really was a virgin. They said, no, you're not. I'm telling you what I am.
How you gonna tell me what I'm not?
You ain't a virgin. I said, yes, I am. I'm a virgin. No, you're not. No, you're not. I said, yes, I am. At that time, I was proud of being a virgin. Kids.
Not till you're 35.
Dang.
Not till you're 35. And even then, think about it.
I say wait till after college. Because college, you know, that around that time, and you go around a whole bunch of everything.
You don't want to be in debt and have a kid.
Yeah, that's good. You don't want to be in debt with a kid. So let's wait till it's after college, man. People talk about, oh well, I'm saving myself.
Nothing. Y'all ain't missing nothing.
Yeah, it's not. It's nothing but 20.
Once you had one, you had 1,000.
Man, you ain't lying, man. And sex nothing, but depending on who you are, ain't any porn star walking around you. A minute to 15 minutes. I don't care what nobody say.
Don't be. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, time don't matter.
It don't.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
It don't.
It don't matter at all.
You can be the best 1 minute man in the world, 1 minute woman in the world.
At least I hit.
Go ahead.
High five. At least I hit.
Hey, you ain't lying. Yo, you was only 20 seconds.
I don't give a.
At least I hit it.
Your bitch shouldn't have been that good.
You compliment him at the same time. He was right. Hey, that's just got that wop. You know what I'm saying? But that's one of them situations, man. It's like you win. It's a lose-lose, but you can make it a win-win for you though.
Yeah.
So don't be pressured into doing a lot of things we talking about. We giving you our experience, and we turned out okay though. But you don't have to go through what we went through. Yeah,
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yep, you okay? Yeah, but yeah, man, that's one of them situations though, man. It's great though. I like it.
Yeah, So to be a functional adult, a functioning society, working adult, you got to go through these things. There's certain milestones that you got to experience.
Got to.
Before you really get out there in the world.
Make or break you though.
These are the peer pressures we talking about. And when we break the science down, these are the peer pressures we talking about. You gotta experience doing drugs.
Dang, you tell kids to do drugs?
I'm not saying do drugs.
You gotta experience doing drugs.
But those are one of the things that you kind of gotta walk through.
But drugs ain't the same no more.
Yeah. So but just stick to the basics.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. But if you do drugs,
do it safe.
Yeah. Do it in the comfort of your own home.
And see what you get.
Yeah.
Don't just randomly get from a random. You can't go out there and be like, yo, you sell woo. Don't do that, because they'll give you some wild stuff.
They give you some wild stuff. You want wait, is it?
Yeah, make sure,
Mommy.
man.
Tell them.
Hey, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, because like me personally, I don't smoke no more. But if I did, give me the Reggie. I don't want to be high for 13 hours. Yeah. I don't want to be high for 30. Give me a 20-minute, 30-minute high or an hour high. Let me enjoy myself a little bit and come down.
Come right back down.
And I could decide if I want to go back up. Don't keep me in the air. and leave me there. I don't like that. I don't like that, man. I don't like moving sluggish all day. I'm trying to tell you, it's fun if you're around people. When you get by yourself,
around people you know.
Around people you know.
Don't be around people that you don't know being like that.
But once
your wallet mission.
Somebody stole your wallet? God, you stole your wallet, man.
I'm just saying. And then leaving your wallet on the car, driving.
Man, we ain't like that. That's another story for that one, man. That man was on a treasure hunt? What's the other word? What was it?
Scavenger hunt.
Scavenger hunt. Man, we got story for days, man. We could be in a podcast for 14 hours.
Shout out to OB, man, because he was a trooper. I knew he was mad at me that day.
I'm gonna tell you one thing about D. I'm always gonna be mad at him, but that's my brother, man. I can't not be mad at him, but I can still be mad at him, but not mad at him at the same time.
Took me like 8 days. It took me about 8 different places that day. But that's another. We can talk about it.
We got the job done though.
Yeah, we got it done. We got it done.
Oh man. This is a nice little topic, man. I like this.
That's peer pressure is scary, man. It is a scary thing. Like to this day, man, I still experience peer pressure. So one of the peer pressures I experienced recently, like a couple of days ago. So and I'm gonna be honest, like how you ain't got money on your car.
Hey, you always check it though.
I always check it. But payday is coming, so you really ain't got nothing on your card, but you got, payday coming around. So you decide to splurge a little bit. So they like, okay. So I guess one of the guys that I work with was leaving, sort of, like it's his last day, pretty much. You know how people are like, hey, man, last day, we go out to get something to eat or whatever. Go to a restaurant and whatever like that. So I'm like, I really don't want to go. But everybody else, that's all I was thinking about that the whole time.
That's where the pressure starts.
Yeah, it was like small pressure. It won't like nothing big, so it won't really affect me.
Yo.
But it's like, okay, I don't really want to go, but everybody talking about it. Everybody already getting a schedule. I'm already hearing people say, hey, you want to send an invite out? I'm already hearing that. I'm like, okay, I know they're going to ask me, so I might as well just get it out the way. All right. So I'm like, okay. So to kind of get ready for it, okay, they tell you where restaurant. Okay, we're going to go. The restaurant was called Decent People. So it's a pretty good restaurant, I'll be honest with you. But in order to get ready for it, to kind of supplement that peer pressure, because I don't want to be there looking at the menu, but got these prices now. So I put the menu online
ahead of time.
I was like, okay, what am I gonna order? What's gonna be the most cheapest thing I'm gonna order there? Just to make sure, I feel like I'm part of the company. Nobody question why you only get that.
Yeah,
there's a whole bunch of other on the menu. Why?
That's what I'm used to.
Yeah, you gotta put something like that. That's what I'm used to. I'm looking at the menu. All right, so I'm like, boom. I already know what I'm gonna do. I already know what I'm gonna get. All right, good. So 3 o'clock, because that's when we decided to leave. 3 o'clock rolling around. All right, so I pull up to the restaurant. Okay, so I'm looking at it. So the first thing that I read my pressure, food was already on the table. I was like, okay, appetizer's already on the table. That means I ain't got to spend much.
Yeah.
So what? We good. Peer pressure number one. So before I got into the restaurant, though, I checked my account to make sure I was good. But my dumb ass, I was like, my dumb ass, I like food. One thing you gonna know about me, I like food. I may look like this, but I like food. So I get to the restaurant, I'm like, okay, So I'm looking at the menu, okay, and I see the waiter. The first thing I asked for, hey, can I get some water?
We don't need no drink. We need some water.
Drinks. I just need
Water
some water
free. That's $0 already. He had $0 there.
I just need some water. And I know this is a long story, but I'm building up to what's gonna be the funny part. Well, not funny, but y'all get it. But look, so I'm building up. So my dumb ass, and she comes back taking everybody order or bringing food, whatever she was doing. So I looked at the menu. I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, I can probably do this, that, and that thing. So she say, peer pressure number one. That's how the upsay is like. All burgers are $11.50.
Good.
That's number one.
Give me fries.
Wait. Nah. The burgers are there like expensive, like $16, $17. He's like, all burgers $11.50. So in my mind, like, okay, I may be able to do this. I may be able to do this. So I'm like, okay. So I don't know if you know, when we go out to eat, what's the one appetizer I always get? If you know.
Was it chicken? Is it dip?
It's dip.
Dip.
But what dip did I always get when I go places?
Spinach dip?
Yeah. It's that spinach artichoke dip. So I always get that to test it out. Like, okay, this is what it is. It's like $9. I'm like, okay, I can do this though.
So you're at $9 right now.
So I'm at $9. So she said every burger at $11.50. I already knew I'm getting paid tomorrow. I'm getting paid tomorrow. So I'm like, okay, all right. And then peer pressure, this is when it kicked in. So she came and said, you want anything? All right. I was like, okay, let me get the spinach dip and let me get the burger. You don't want to feel like no. the burger's $11.50. It ain't expensive as it's supposed to be. So I'm like, let me do that. I was like, I'm counting in my head how much I'm gonna have. I'm thinking like $25. I'm gonna have at least maybe $10, $12 left after this whole ordeal. So
Jeez.
I forgot about one thing. So after we were done, and I'm so sorry, I really did want to do this. So after we were done, right, I go to the counter. You say, your order is $29.95. That's what you said. I had like $33
Yeah.
left. So it's like $29.95. So, you know, I put the card in. Then I look at the thing. It said tip. I'm like, dang.
Hey.
I forgot what she said. She said, I had to look down like this while I was doing it. So I ain't looking right directly in her face. That's our waitress. I ain't looking at her. No
Damn.
tip. All right. Damn, I really.
I gave him $1 tip.
It was that one an option. I don't think it was like 6, 5, and like 20%, 30. It was them type of. Couldn't put your own, so I signed it.
Did that joint have gratuity?
No. Not on mine, at least. Nah.
Who the hell is gratuity?
I know what that is. They tried to get us with that one time.
I seen a skit. They said that's gratuity.
Long story short, I was like, that's peer pressure right there. Cause I'm like, if I hit that button, I know my card gonna decline.
Hey, but that's the thing though. That's the thing though, man. At least you look.
Like, oh man, I felt so bad walking out of there. I was like, she said, "You have a good day." I was like, "You too."
Hey, but you gotta think about it too though. Everybody probably tipping. So she made.
That's the first time I ain't tipping in a while. Cause I always tip.
But he trying to correct the situation.
Nah.
He trying to make himself a better person. I always tip. Nah, but sometimes you can't tip. Sometimes you can't tip.
I'm like, dang, man. She only brought me water though.
Yeah, so she did. I mean, it's like at the end of the day, I ain't gonna say that because I sound crazy.
I did feel kind of bad though.
You should.
I did.
You know what? I'm peer pressuring you to go back to that restaurant.
Y'all peer pressure me in the comments.
Tell them go back to that restaurant, find that lady, and get her a tip.
The next time I go.
No, when you go to work, you get off, go there and say, hey, I know you don't remember me, but I remember you. It's gonna get weird at that point. It's gonna be weird. But at least it's like, look, man, I didn't tip you the last time. Yeah, put that voice. I didn't tip you the last time, and I just want to give you this tip right here.
Hey, bro.
I said it's gonna get weird. It's gonna get weird. And you give her the money. Cause when you like tip, what tip? Just give her the money. But I know with me, I went to a restaurant and I ain't checked my account. It was years ago. And
let me say something. Hey, have y'all ever been on a date or anything, and y'all didn't have enough money to pay for what it was y'all want to pay for? Your girl ordered what she ordered, and then you order, and then you look at the bill. Hey, I do some dishes.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you know your money not right, let your girl order first. Calculate what she ordered, then if it's just you getting a salad for $5,
salad and some water.
That's it. Then why you ain't hungry? Nah, I ate before I came. I just want to.
I like to see you.
Yeah.
I like to see women.
You gotta take L's. You gotta take L's. Don't pressure yourself to make you feel like you gotta be a baller. Mm-hmm. If you can't afford it, it is what it is.
Or let her know straight up. Like, yeah.
Hey, look.
I can afford it.
My money tight.
I got you next time.
Hey.
Speak.
Speak
on it.
Hey, because, I mean, I think they respect you more if you're honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't try to be a baller. Don't try to be a baller.
Because society peer pressure you into being
if y'all can split the drinks, split the drinks.
I tell you right now, I may sound lame, but this is my wife, though. She could vouch for it. She cool with it. I wanted to take her to a restaurant called Milton Pot.
I've been there.
And when I tell you, when that bill came back, for that little bit of food that we had, all we had was appetizers.
We paying for the pot?
Hey, dog, when I left there, I was still hungry. I said, no way. Yeah. And I'm talking about, I had probably like 140 on me at the time. And that bill came back like 120.
Yeah, you were done. $20 left.
I said, yep. She looked at it, she said,
yeah, overdraft turned on.
But the good thing about her, she think like,
Better use Dave quick.
She think like a man but act like a woman. She said, "Look, I'll pay for the drinks." I said, "You the real MVP."
Yeah, high five. Y'all gonna see me do that a lot.
The real MVP, and she paid for the drink. I mean, the bill came up to like $90-some. I still had some change left over, put some gas in the car, stuff like that. Man, I said I would never go back. And like I said, I may sound cheap, but you're gonna save money in the long run. I like
sound worth it.
Yeah, I'm going
It's
to
worth
Chili's. Chili's got 2 for $20,
There
two
you go.
for two
We
for
split
this.
that.
Yeah, we could. It's easy to take your lady to these expensive restaurants and things like that. Take her to a low end restaurant and make it a date.
Yeah, but what you get out of that? An experience?
Yeah, you eat a name. You don't even get full up over there.
Yeah, right.
Take it.
That's the thing about me. Like, put some stuff on my plate. Don't give me a piece of broccoli and a chocolate drizzle and call it some food. You don't.
You better bring about 12 of these things. But yeah, I peer pressure y'all. And look, y'all watching the video, I peer pressure y'all, and then tell me your experience in the comment. Take your lady to a low end restaurant and make it special.
Yeah, and especially if it's a first date.
Yeah,
you want to do that and see how she act.
Yeah, take her somewhere that you know that you shouldn't take her. Yeah, and make it a date.
Yeah, and see if you can make it a fun experience. And if you can pull that off, then imagine what you do if you take it to a high end restaurant.
That's the thing. You got to start.
But then
you
got to figure out how she is or how he is. So I don't want to make this seem like one male side, how he is and how she is. So you take it to an inexpensive restaurant, see how they act. If they say, "Oh, I don't know what this is. I don't want none of this,"
then you already
know that ain't for you,
it ain't
partner.
for you. You should
always partner.
Don't ever show your hand early. Mm-mm. Don't ever show your hand early. Because now you peer pressure to be that person every single
time. Lay out. That's peer dating. That's peer pressure too. Lay out your rules early.
Yeah, if you don't, you stuck with it for the rest of your life.
Lay out your personal beliefs, what you want, what you don't want, what you like, what you don't like. Lay all that on the line. So
ASAP.
So that, when time comes, when something that does happen, hey, I already told you, I don't like it. I'll be honest. You gotta be honest up front. That's just the main point. Be honest up front. Don't accept what it is, because that's a lot of people go through that. Especially your first girlfriend, first boyfriend, even second.
His first girlfriend, your first.
You gotta speak soft when you get like that. You gotta put that voice.
So you gotta be like, dating advice from Dadaman and OB.
Speak.
We speak about dating. But yeah, dating itself is peer pressure.
Yeah, it is, because you wanna be that man. You wanna be that woman. It's just.
But I think
trying to live up to that expectation. Just don't have expectations.
Don't have. But in reality though, I think it's easier for men to date women than women dating men.
You think so?
I think we got it easy. We just don't. We just don't know.
I think it's different.
I think it's harder for women because women.
Well, explain.
I know it's off topic, but it's on topic.
It's actually on topic.
Because women have to be dolled up, smelling good, looking good, perfect dress, perfect nails, lashes, eyebrows, fingernails painted. They can't be ashy nowhere. They can't have stuff on their face. They got to be a certain image. Us, we just throw something on and call it a day.
But is that what they think, or is that the pressures of dating?
That's the pressures of dating. That's why I say it's easier for us. Like, it'd take a woman an hour and a half to get ready. Not because it take them that long. They just want to be perfect. For us, it'd take about 5-10 minutes.
We throw
I'm
out of here.
We throw a shirt, some jeans. It was like you said, it's all about the shoes, how the shoes look. And you spray couple spray of cologne, you out. You on the way to get them. You still waiting outside. Like, I need about 10 more minutes. Then,
but on the flip side for that comes into play for us. Okay, and then we got to make sure I think I think on that part, in that specific part, I think it's equal. Yeah, you got to make sure she look right and everything. Now, this is my side. You got to make sure you look right, and she got to make sure she got all this. But we got to make sure we right, too. We got to make sure our money right. We got to make sure our car looking good, everything clean. We got to make sure if we bring them back, we got to make sure our place is straight. And then we got to make sure it's a lot of things. Because if girls in a cardboard box, we would. But we don't, because they don't like that. We got to make sure our stuff is on point. So everything got to be on point. Yeah, they got to worry about they look at how they looks. But at the end of the day, I say what we really look for in a woman is like personality, because you can look.
You got soft again. You can look for the personality.
You can look anyway. You can look good but not have a good personality, and I ain't gonna mess with you. That's just how I am. But I think it's a lot more. It's kind of, the line is kind of blurred. I would say. But it's kind of like, depending on what the part of the date that you're in. Like if you at the restaurant, that's the part of the day, I think that's a lot more peer pressure on the guy than it is on the woman. Then I would say if you first starting, like if you talk to her and whatever and trying to get things prepared, then I think that's more pressure on the woman than it is for the man.
But now it's like back in the day, it'd been more pressure on the man. But now, a lot of women is willing to. I say women because some women are willing to say, I got my own. I don't want to rely on you. So now
that's another episode. We'll talk about that. We'll speak on that. But I just feel like I think the women have the most peer pressure. You know what I'm saying? Versus a man. The only thing the man really need. Really. Forever. You stupid. Forever. That's what I think it's gonna say. But all you need is money. A decent amount of money. Enough to show that you can take care of a bill. You don't gotta show your bank account, say you got 100,000 or 10,000 or even 1,000. You got $5. As long as that $5 cover that bill, she'll never know how much you got. So, but on the women's side of it, once that man feel like, I did all this, what you doing for me? Yeah.
Now that pressure towards her amplifies. You know how much money she spent on them lashes. You know how much money she spent on them nails. You know how much money she spent on her hair and all that pressure for her to spend all that money to get them things to look good for Darius. And you talking about, I gotta make sure my car clean. Look, let's count this out. Car clean. Take you go to a vacuum, like $1.75. You go, your car vacuumed out now. Now if you want to wash it, you go to a handless wash. Matter of fact, you go to the handless wash for $5. You get the wash and the vacuum. That's $5. Your clothes, you get a shirt for like $10. You get some jeans, depending on your budget. You probably get some jeans for like $20, $25, most $30. The shoes might be the most expensive, but probably spend like $100, $110 because you got small feet. $100.
Size 12.
$110.
Big feet.
So now what else? Your house clean. Your house don't take no money to clean your house. So that's $0 right there. You already in the hole compared to her. You know how much lashes cost? You know how much nails cost?
It really depends. It depends, man. It depends on what the quality.
Put in the comment who got most pressure, men or women.
But is that something that men really care about at the end of the day? I know it's something that they care about.
Let me ask you this, Darius.
What's more visible?
Let me ask you this, Darius. Peer pressure on Darius.
Yeah.
Now, if he mess up, y'all kill him in the comments. So let me ask you this. This is one question. Well, two questions. Depending on how you answer the first question. What's your type?
My type?
Type of woman. Off top. Don't think about it.
Nah, it really comes down to if I can vibe with you. And I know it's a vague answer, but I'm gonna explain deeper. Go deep. It depends on how I can interact with you. If I can say things around you and you roll with it automatically,
you rock.
Then you rock with you.
You rock.
But
with
if it's somebody that I can, if somebody like I say something, they either don't know where it came from or
turn off. Yeah,
it's like now I gotta explain myself. Now you ruin that part of the moment, and I have to explain, and that kind of just. So that is the type that I look for as far as personality wise. I'm more so I'm willing to climb mountains or step over some molehills.
You hear his voice changing. That's when he gets serious. I mean, climb mountains.
Step over some molehills, just tall, short woman.
Yeah.
So it just depends. But the thing, the look, what attracts me most, and I think I say this all the time. I think I told you this. What matters to me the most is the face. All of the ass and titties,
it don't matter.
It's a bonus. I ain't gonna say it don't matter. I'm just saying
extra credit.
It's extra credit, but that's not my focus.
So
my focus is the face. If you got a pretty face, oh my God.
So she have a pretty face.
Oh my God. Because at the end of the day, you got to wake up to it every day.
Yeah,
so you gotta make sure you're waking up to something nice.
You can wake up. She can wake up with lashes.
You want to be like, goddamn. You don't want me.
So
I'm messing with y'all, but
nah, he's serious, y'all. Kill him in the comments, women.
It's the face. It's the face.
So it's the face.
It's the
okay.
face.
So let me ask you this.
And with glasses too that match it.
So let me ask you this. All right.
Woo. Sorry, I ain't soapbox.
I might need to leave him time to so. Who he created in his mind. So with a girl, you master personality and all that. Boom, boom, boom. You got a face. It's naturally beautiful women. It's naturally beautiful women. So this woman decides to put, just say for the sake of it, all that glamour she put on, the lashes, the eyebrows, the lips, make her look like Ashanti. Brittany, I'm not gonna talk about Ashanti.
Oh, baby.
I'm not gonna talk about Brittany. You my Brittany. Okay, we ain't talking about Ashanti. Okay? But I love Ashanti. But no. So she put all that on, right? You blown away.
Yeah.
She take it all off. Not to say she look ugly. She's average. I'm talking about like a 5. Still like her?
Well, it depends.
All acts. Do you still like her?
I would say
you
yes.
still accept
because I got through the date.
No. When you wake up, you like,
yeah, I got.
But you accept that 5.
Yeah, because you know why? Because I got through the date, which means I was able to vibe with her.
No, but I'm saying she not the girl that you expect.
Well, she lied to me. So,
So you accept
it
the
ain't
lie.
like I ain't lied either.
What you lie about?
When you on dates, you
look, he busted. Hey, y'all women,
Hey,
pay attention to
hey.
what he's saying. Women, pay attention to what he's saying. Go ahead, tell on yourself.
Look, so you embellish a lot. You embellish a lot of things. So it's like
Peer pressure.
it's just the peer pressure of telling yourself
Tell yourself what?
telling her exactly what's going on with your life, what you got going on.
So you gonna lie?
I'm doing this. I'm doing. You're not lying.
No,
You
peer
just-
pressure.
You
You
just
lying?
You just omission of certain parts, but you're not lying.
Oh.
It's an omission of certain parts, but you're not lying.
So you taking things out.
Yeah, but it's still telling the truth.
You're not, but you leaving.
But you leave it, so you omit certain things.
So if I tell you, all right, I killed John, right? And I tell you a story. Yeah, I was with John, but I left killing out.
Yeah,
That still made me innocent?
yeah. Cause you not lying. You was with him, right? You was with him, right? You was with him, right?
That's why he don't work for the police. But proceed.
But it's just certain things that you omit, and if, even with the makeup, we already know if you see a woman with a lot of makeup on, that's an omission because she don't really look like that.
But some women just wear it because it's a thing. Like foundation and all that stuff, that's a different breed. Because some women just wear like blush. Only reason I know this is because my woman do it. She just put blush. She don't wear foundation. She don't wear a lot of makeup. She'll probably do highlights on her eyelids and do eyebrows and blush. That's it. But a lot of women put the foundation, like the whole face. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing wrong with it.
No, ain't nothing wrong with
But
that.
you decide to be with a woman with all that on her, right?
That's your choice.
But listen though, she dolled herself up. The pressure that she had to say, I want to make sure I look good for Darius because what he said on YouTube, he want a girl with a pretty face.
Yeah.
You see how much pressure you put on her? You see I switched it on you, Darius? You saw that pressure you put on that young lady to put foundation on, put makeup on?
I get where you're going at, but my rebuttal is this. You don't have to do that. That's just a preference. Like,
So you speak for all men.
I'm just saying everybody. So I was thinking about this the other day too. And we speaking on pressure. So there's a line, there's a blurred line between preference and discrimination.
Oh, I don't know if I want to go down.
We not gonna go there.
I don't want to go down this road with Darius, y'all.
We not gonna go there, but I'm gonna just speak this little line, and then we can talk about
Stay
it
on
some
that
other
little
time.
line. Speak on the little. You on a thin rope.
Just speak on. Yeah, we gonna enroll.
He on thin ice, y'all.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
and so I would say, like, it's a preference. A preference to me is like,
Here we go.
okay, well, like, what would you call this? Like, I know. You should just say yay or nay. Okay,
I'm not touching this subject right here.
so you go into it, and it's like, okay, preference is, okay, I like a girl that wears black shirts or shoes or certain types or has a certain perfume. But the discrimination part, I believe, is like there's height discrimination. Like I only want guys that's like this, that's like this, or I only want girls that's like this, that, and that. You can't tell if is that a preference or is that because there's a lot of that. And then some girls won't even look your way if you don't meet that.
But that's the thing. It's like, that's when that's when the conversation need to happen.
Yeah.
You gotta have I wasn't a preference to a lot of women.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to per se, money, car, crib, all this.
Mm-hmm.
But conversation was good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where women got to and men.
Mm-hmm.
Only reason I speak on women a lot because, I'm not talking to no guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But men as well, you can't it's hard to set any kind of standard because like you say, you vibe out.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you told me. You ain't say anything about looks.
Because you could be missing a lot by that preference or that.
Yeah.
You be missing a lot, but
you pressured.
Yeah.
You pressured by society to have a light-skinned girl with long hair or a tall guy that's dark-skinned.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to have these things because you're pressured to have them. And it's forcing you to see something that you don't even see.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say, I look at it, it's corny. I'm being honest, it's corny. I looked at TV show Love is Blind, something like that, where you can't see who it is. We just have nothing but a conversation. You fall in love with the conversation. And then you see them like, dang, this is the person I fell in love with. But I think a lot of dates should be like that because it takes away the image that the world made. This is what you're supposed to be with.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because I feel like a lot of guys and women can have a lot of people off their conversation.
Yeah.
But like, they pressured to be with a certain amount of people. Pressured through, especially in school, they gotta be the most popular guy or the popular girl. You gotta be this way.
Yeah, the flight jackets with the fur on the back. Gotta have all that.
You gotta have it. You gotta have it. If you don't got it, we don't want you.
We don't want you.
No, sir. But once you got out of high school, you like, dang, them girls don't even matter no more. That man don't even matter no more. You over there with, making 4, 5, 6 figures. He's still in front of the high school, or she's still in front of the high school trying to chase a dream that she left in high school. So it's like, once you grow out of that, it's like all that stuff disappears.
Yeah.
It disappears, especially going to college because you don't got nothing but, I got to worry about money and studies.
It's too much money to be worrying about a lot of stuff, so it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot we can talk about on pressure. I love this topic. I could talk for days on pressure. I like this topic, man, because it's not as big as it should be. A lot of people don't talk about it.
A lot of people don't talk about that, man. A lot of people don't talk about peer pressure because we all go through it every single day. I don't care how old you are.
Wake up to it.
You wake up to it.
You pressured to get up and go to work.
Yeah. Pressure to get up and go to work.
Pressure to pay the bills.
I don't want to pay this. I want this.
That's what. Hey, that's one of the situations, man. I know last episode we talked about fears.
Yeah.
One of my biggest fears is waking
up. Bank account at zero. How many times have that happened? Damn, they took this out.
I remember one time I got my first check for my job, man. I said, I did all this for to take this from me. That's what I'm working for.
Ain't understand what taxes were.
I hated taxes. I'll fight Uncle Sam. I'm glad I don't got an uncle named Sam because I fight him every day.
I do.
We got to fight him.
I can't hit the real one. I'm going to try to make this one work.
Hey, Sam, what's up? You talk to him like, hey, Sam. When we say Uncle Sam, we got to fight him. But that's the thing, though, man. That's why, we speak about it. It's a lot of things that, people don't even speak about.
Mm-hmm.
But that's one of the things, we speak, but we also talk a lot, too.
Yeah, we speak. That's right. It's a place where we talk a lot, but we speak a lot, too.
But that's the thing, though, man. We ain't mean to talk your heads off. Yeah. But it's exciting day to day.
Good episode, man. It's a good episode. Appreciate y'all hanging with us.
Yeah.
Like we said, man, y'all leave in the comments. If y'all had any peer pressures, we like to hear about them. We love to hear about them, man.
I'll be scared. D brave, because I don't be knowing which camera to look into.
Y'all see whatever. I know I'm supposed to be looking at that one. But
I look into the wrong one. You look at me like I'm crazy.
I think it was that one. I don't know, but either way, y'all see us. That's the whole point. We want y'all to see us.
Cause I know I had one suggestion. They say, you know, when we talk, to look directly into the camera. How you feel about that?
Could, but we have to switch everything around.
Keep it where it is. He said we got to switch everything.
The reason why I didn't want to do that is because I like this.
So it's more of a combo.
More of a combo. Because if you put us side by side, I don't want to be turning you like this or whatever like that, and it feels like a panel. You know what I mean? It feels like a panel,
gotcha. Not
like a conversation. You know, a conversation. You in front, I'm in front. I know they can see the size of our face if we look. That's why I kind of want to incorporate movement and things like that. So
cool. Okay.
Incorporate them in the conversation. So I'm not just talking to you. I'm also talking to them. And the reason why y'all see this, I know a lot of people are asking about this new monitor. What's this monitor for? This is for the guests. So when we bring them on, the guests, I'll put the guests up here. They'll be looking. They'll be camera.
Oh, that's dope.
Camera view. They'll be in camera view. And that way, when we talk to each other, because I know I want y'all to see the guests, and y'all can see us from the side or whatever else.
And y'all still see. Oh, that's dope. Okay.
Yeah, and so that's why it's like that. And so when we talk like this, they still be able to hear us, and we can hear them, and it is what it is. And we just talk, and we can see them like this, and we talk, and they looking at us. They don't need to be looking directly at us. They just need to be there. So
gotcha.
That's what that's for. Like, we preparing for a lot of things. So
yeah, we jumping up. Yeah. I want to say one thing. Don't have nothing to do with nothing. I want to apologize. I sent a text message talking about the Patriots.
Oh.
It's because of Leonard.
Yeah. I knew what that was.
I had to throw it back.
I knew what that was.
So
don't apologize for that.
He said something about my team. I had to say something back.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to 49ers, though. We got to beat the Rams tomorrow. But yeah, man. There's a lot of side stuff. That's why I want y'all to be
a lot of peer pressure tomorrow.
Yeah, there's a lot of peer pressure. But I want y'all to be incorporated where we text and all that stuff. We fellas, man. We talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Like, subscribe, comment, share.
Subscribe, comment, and share. So
leave comment, please.
Please comment.
Y'all see me doing this? I don't know which camera I'm looking to.
Please comment.
Yeah.
Please comment. I pointed this way like a camera's over here.
I looked over there too. What camera he pointing at?
Ain't no camera over there. Please comment.
Yeah, because we look.
You know, like, subscribe, and share, man. Whatever y'all want to do.
Because we appreciate y'all.
Episode 3, man.
Episode 3. We did.
3. Peer pressure. We peer pressure y'all.
We peer. What he say?
What we say?
What we say? You better
do it.
Yeah, man. Go ahead and do it, man. Because, you know, end of the day, man. I ain't had nothing else to say.
just at the end of the day.
End of the day.
I know what it is.
We you seen it having fun with Dick and Jane. He said, like my father always said. We gotta do a movie review on something, man. Soon, man. But yeah, man. We can talk out here, though. We appreciate y'all.
I enjoyed this episode, man.
I enjoyed it.
Got everything off your chest, man.
I'm good.
You good? All the peer pressure gone.
All the peer pressure gone. And that shoulder can move now.
Yeah. I'm loose as a goose. Don't get mixed.
You look like Boosie. He look like Boosie.
Man.
Boosie, man. Don't get me. We'll ramp back up, y'all. We will let y'all. We'll ramp back up.
All right, man. Till next time. Speak.